got a whole new can. A whole new can of what, Zoe? Yeah, we got a whole new can. Keep bringing in new cans of Lysol. I'm gonna lay down several coats of Lysol. Several coats of it. Why? Because I want to get all of the germs and the spittle from a day's worth of talking off the table. All right. As I wipe, you get those headphones. Thank you. You already own it. See that? You wipe it down. I was taught how to wipe it down when I had a summer job as a janitor. I was in the 8th grade. That's how I bought all my clothes. Wipe down the table, boy. There we go. We good.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story. So she's driving me insane, just as heavy as rain. She keeps playing silly games, and I'm about to pay. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light. A little preparation goes a long way during a disaster. So we're going to talk about how to give your future self a gift by stocking your pantry in case you need to shelter in place and packing your go bag with the most critical supplies to have on hand when evacuating when things go south. But first I have to say this. Research has shown that disasters overwhelmingly bring out the best in people. We've heard this over and over during interviews for this series. From hurricanes to landslides, people become more altruistic and go to great lengths to help those around them. In the face of a common enemy like a disaster, we tend to cooperate, and that's certainly been my experience. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. If a hurricane makes it this far, we usually don't have to evacuate, but we are likely to lose power. And that's exactly what happened when Hurricane Zeta blew through the city just 2 weeks before filming this episode. At one point, 2 million Georgians were without power. What you need to do to prepare depends on your area and type of hazard, so stay with us.
Yep, indeed. Your brother Zoe Williams is back in the building live in the heart of Leimert Park. You already know what it is. KBLA Talk 1580. You know, our 2-year anniversary is right around the corner. That's Juneteenth, year number 2, and already legendary. So let me give you a little bit of insight behind the topic before I actually give you the full topic. So this is a relationship show. We talk all things relationship, and we go deep. And we use everything that is any ideological construct that is within our reach to bring the point home, whether it's philosophy, spirituality, science. We go all over the map to create a new type of perspective when it comes to relationship. You can see these mind-bending kind of, mind-stretching, I should say, kind of philosophies within some of the books I've written. My 2015 book, The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. Again, a routine is ruined in gymnastics if you don't know how to stick the landing. So most of us are unaware that we have a relationship routine. Now, John Bowlby and Ainsworth and others didn't call it a routine. They called it an attachment style, right? So metaphorically speaking, gymnastics made sense to the author, myself. I was like, you can ruin your whole routine if you don't effectively stick the landing. Boom, relationship topic, right? Then 2019 rolled around, and I have been working on this particular book that I'm about to mention. I have been working on this book since, I would say, 2015, right? Once I put out the relationship dismount, this idea came to me. And with the idea was about marrying scientific concepts to relationship concepts. So when I saw the double slit experiment, when I saw what's the other one? Fine tuning. These are concepts in quantum physics and cosmology. When I saw these concepts, the holographic principle, right off the bat, I saw the connectivity. When I saw entanglement in 2015, right? I was like, wow, that's relationships. So I took 8 of the leading scientific principles and converted them into relationship principles. And in 2019, I dropped the holographic relationship. Then in 2021, because immediately after the holographic relationship dropped, immediately I started working on the shrouded lighthouse, because the idea came to me almost immediately. I'm the type of person, if I don't have a concept to put all my ideas in, I won't write a book. So the concept is the vehicle. But literally weeks after the holographic relationship dropped, in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm not writing any more relationship books. And then a week later, bow, the shrouded lighthouse dropped into my consciousness. And the shrouded lighthouse, another concept about us having 2 lighthouses, the one that people can see and the lighthouse that people can't see. But what the 2 lighthouses, what I call the dark lighthouse or the invisible lighthouse or the shadow lighthouse. But both lighthouses have the same function. A lighthouse is designed to draw wayward ships to shore. Well, I said, okay, your visible light is your talent, your charisma, your aesthetics, your personality, your vibe, your anything else you have to offer that is just visible. We can see it clearly. Your smile, that's a visible light. invisible lights are the wounds you have yet to deal with, the wounds you have yet to reconcile. And both lighthouses work the same way, right? Your shadow lighthouse is pulling in lessons, right? Situationships. So that leads me to today's topic, because a lot of people don't understand the real purpose or concept behind why we attract who we attract and for what purpose, right? I've been saying for a long time, relationships are a highly reflective classroom where the biofeedback you get from your partner is your personal curriculum. This is how you heal. How else can you see it? You know, you can see an aspect of it in yourself, but you don't know how you're going to show up in relationship or how what you've been through is going to show up. So that leads me to today's topic, and it really upsets me. Well, not really. I'm not really upset. I see this as an opportunity to expound on it. A lot of brothers think that if the world goes to hell in a handbasket, somehow modern day women are going to respect them more, just by virtue of you being a man. You know, we got flooded out, so you're going to need some manpower to move that refrigerator out in front of your car. I hear men saying it. Wait until the dollar crash. You're going to be more man after the dollar crashes? Because I know how to fish. Come on. The whole perspective is off. So today's topic, danger. The relationship bug out bag. To what extent can the aftermath, listen, to what extent can the aftermath of our internally unhealed natural disasters exacerbate the impact of a real natural disaster? Because who wants to be saved by someone who can't save themselves? You might be able to fish, but you could be a sociopath. You could be psychopathic. You could still be mad at your mama and your daddy, and you need a relationship to pour that toxicity into. Yes, you did a good job rowing the boat away from the crocodiles. See, the brothers will call in. I told y'all, they don't believe spirituality is real. So everything got to be tangible, right? So you hear brothers saying, yeah, that love stuff, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, the spiritual stuff. But when it get down to it, when the rubber meet the road, who gonna protect you? Don't you know you more than just a provider and a protector, brother? I asked brothers weeks ago, I said, what is your spiritual game plan for your family? Not your religious one. What is a unique philosophy that you have cultivated from the victories you've gained from conquering aspects of your own darkness? That is supposed to be the bedrock of your family, the family you're trying to build, your family's philosophy. That should be the bedrock. Many brothers don't have that. So you hear brothers saying, love ain't real. You hear brothers saying, love ain't enough. Just like some sisters do. Danger. The relationship bug out bag. Woo, this is going to be interesting. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Why do some brothers seem like they're waiting for the next natural disaster to hit in order to feel more like a man? True or false? The natural disaster within you is far more powerful than the natural disaster outside of your door. 1-800-920-15. I don't know who I'm talking to tonight, but don't be scared to call in, because I want to talk to my brothers and I want us to learn together. Iron sharpens iron. Agree or disagree? Although natural disasters can cause horrific damage to homes and infrastructure, they can bring married couples closer together. Listen to the caveat. At least temporarily. Just like in the clip I played, the sister made it clear. She says natural disasters bring about an elevation of altruism. People start working together. Couples start trying to figure it out. Let's work together. Did you know that is short-lived? Because the unhealed wounds in your spirit just sat on the sidelines while you guys filled up sandbags. Yep, we got to get this together or the house will be lost. Let's work together. Okay, let's get these sandbags together. I'm telling you, you are a worse natural disaster than what the earth can cook up. Uh-oh. Who wants to talk to me tonight? Agree or disagree? I'm going to say it again. Although natural disasters can cause horrific damage to homes and infrastructure, they can bring married couples closer together. Oh, here we go. When we come forward, the voice of reason shall continue to cook. We on fire tonight. Conditional appreciation. Wait till the world ends and see what happens. You gonna need me then.
When the rubber meets the road.
What up? Everybody hit the like button. 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 You see, y'all been contaminated. I'm telling you. Real men make an ally of their inner hurt. Somebody meme it. Real men make an ally of their inner hurt. Oh, they don't make an ally of their occupation. They don't make an ally of just their wallet. They understand, if I can conquer me, nothing can conquer me. Somebody, hold on. Somebody meme it. Real men know, if I can conquer me, then no one can conquer me. Somebody meme it. I need to see it on Instagram. Wait till the dollar crash. You'll see. You don't get your sandbox whining ass out of here, man. You're gonna like me when the world is over. Get your goofy ass out of here. Oh, I'm gonna be way more attractive when the dollar crash. You don't even know how to bait a fish. Huh? I know how to bait fish. You don't. Get. Oh my God. Wait till you have to go fishing. Then you'll see. You'll see who I am. You understand? Oh my God. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my God. It's just a lot of lames out here, man. You want me to carry that for you? Pseudo nice. I'm carrying it silently in hopes of getting some pussy later. But I want you to take me as if I'm a gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what it is. That's soldier. Huh? Brothers think they're going to need a soldier when the war starts. I hear men calling into existence World War III. Black people in America, all we got is America. Even our cousins from other parts of the world be like, you ain't a part of this country. You my cousin. You got captured. You live there. You from there. That's your spot. And when the world ends, you're going to respect me as a man. Nah. She's going to respect you as a man only after you learn to respect yourself. She's going to love you deeply and wildly after you've conquered your demons, your shadow. After you've cultivated a purpose and a philosophy to go along with it. After you've made the world, you've made reality capitulate to your testicular fortitude. That's when she gonna respect you. Okay? Oh, God. Let me read that question one more time. Agree or disagree? Although natural disasters can cause horrific damage to homes and infrastructure, they can bring married couples closer together, at least temporarily. True or false? Do you agree or disagree? The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. That's according to a first of its kind study from researchers at the University of Texas at Austin that looked at couples in the Houston area before and after Hurricane Harvey, right? They discovered, because they queried over about 235 couples. And what they found was the couples got tighter because they went through that tumultuous event, right? But their relationships problems came back later. So it was cool. Wow, we got through that. Whoa, hey, yeah, the streets are dry again. We're okay. And then the problem said, now deal with us. Okay, we had to sit down and be quiet for a minute, but now deal with us. That's what I'm saying. The internal natural disaster has a very powerful impact on your life and on your relationship. Let's go even deeper. Does a man's physical attributes make him more suitable to being the natural leader in the case of a natural disaster? Because most of y'all fat and out of shape. Come on now. Why is it that every man says, I'm a provider and protector, and is not in the gym, does not own a pair of boxing gloves, hasn't taken any training, gun training, hand-to-hand training, knife training, ain't trained? Have you seen a trained brother fight a street brother. They okay, cool. I'm just saying, I'm a protector and a provider. I provide for you and I protect you. And be wheezing after punch number one. Did he quit yet? Again, what if your woman is more trained than you are in survival tactics? Will your ego prevent you from letting her lead the way? Because you think by default, because you're a man, by default, she got to follow you. What if you're untrained and she is? What if she was in the military? Huh? There are women in the military at high levels. Oh, but that's not saying they're stronger than men. I'm not saying they're stronger than men, but they can be more skilled. And when it comes to survival, if she has a survival skill set and you don't, isn't that the same thing as letting her handle the money if she's better at handling the money than you? Get behind me, baby. Boy, you ain't trained. See, men think by default. Do you understand? They think simply by default of being a man, by default of their gender, that they should lead. But if you haven't led, if you weren't the general in a war to conquer your inner natural disaster, first off, who wants to survive a real natural disaster with your broken tail? Oh, God. Like, tornado, F5, take us out of here, because I don't want to, if we live, I got to deal with him. What are the essential items that a married couple should have in their home to prepare for a natural disaster? And how can they ensure that they are adequately equipped to handle the situation? To what extent does the development and maintenance of a couple's inner strength and resilience impact their ability to effectively create and execute a natural disaster survival plan? Listen, if you got anxiety, are you practicing mindfulness and meditation before hurricane season? Look, when I come forward, the voice of reason, we're going to drill down even further and we're going to the phone lines. Ooh. Hey, and I'm going to tell you right now. Listen, a lot of time, man, a lot of motherfuckers don't give a fuck how smart you are. Most motherfuckers in your life, they might be attracted to your intelligence in the beginning, but in order to stay happy, they tend to look past that shit. Let me start liking some other aspects about you. Because guess what? I thought I liked your intelligence, but I don't agree with everything you say. And when you're intelligent, a motherfucker will have their own latent presumptions about you needing them to agree with everything your smart ass says. I don't need you to agree with shit I say. I don't want my woman to be a yes woman. But it be the motherfuckers that swear they want a smart dude that wind up hating every smart thing that come out that motherfucker's mouth. And that, there's empirical data on that. Benjamin Carney, right up the street at UCLA. Empirical data. The people who tend to like smart motherfuckers end up not liking them because those projections of you think you know everything. You think you got an answer for everything. Yeah. So I'm presenting this argument in such a way because I want motherfuckers to understand the flaws in the framework of how they make arguments. And really, most of the arguments niggas are making are really parroted arguments from other places. Some other popular nigga said some shit. You know that shit sound right. You know what I think about what that nigga said? And this is how niggas accept smart nigga shit. You know, that's some shit I've been thinking about for a long time. You understand me? I've been thinking that way for a long time. It's just that I didn't have the words. And you know, you put the words. I had a man hit me in the motherfucking chat room on the DM today. You know what I was thinking? Motherfucker said, I was thinking, you know how the particles, the wave function collapse? I was thinking relationships are like that. I said, nigga, that's the holographic relationship. Oh, I thought I came up with some. No, you didn't. You know you heard that shit. You know you. I had to call my homeboy who got on the show last night. Motherfucker get on the show. He talking about, yeah, because your soulmate can turn into a cellmate. I hit the brother last night. I said, hey, man, I brought you on the show, but goddamn, you got to have your own talking points, fam. Then I sent him a link from 13, 14 years ago when I was on the Foxhole. The whole show is called Cellmate or Soulmate. Then I said, bruh, listen to the intro of the show. It's in the intro. He was like, oh, you know, I may have picked that up from somebody. I apologize. And let me say this about the brother. He was very apologetic. He said, you know, man, I got so many quotes and I done read so much shit. Maybe I got that from you. I apologize. It ain't my
your shit.
He said all of it.
And didn't know it was your shit.
Man.
You lie. I know.
I love the brother too. He's a solid brother.
Call your show. Your shit. Didn't know it was your shit.
So again, a lot of motherfuckers hear some shit from the popular nigga. You know, there's a nigga out on the tube right now. The nigga on the tube said something that I've been thinking about a long time. I just didn't have, the words. I didn't know how to put it in the words, you understand? But it's something I've been thinking about a long time. And then I heard him say it, and I said, I know that.
I know that.
I already know that. See, that's some shit I've been thinking about for a long time, you know?
A long time. A long time. On the tube.
Some shit on the tube. I follow a couple people on the tube, And, it's a beautiful thing. When I'm down at the foundry working or whatnot, the foundry take up a lot of my time. So, I put the tube on my phone and it get me through my day or whatnot, because the foundry can be a very depressing place. The fuck? We gotta push the envelope, guys. Who's calling in?
11:30. Coming after song.
Who calling in right now? Let's go. Damn foundry. dangerous. But you know.
Survival, or the act of surviving, is achieving the natural desire to continue existing, typically in spite of adverse conditions that threaten one's life or livelihood. The concept applies to both nature, for example, a storm-damaged tree managing to heal itself and flourish, and humans like Robinson Crusoe, who famously not only managed to survive the harsh environments of a tropical island, but thrived, thanks to his relentless desire to survive using whatever resources were at his disposal to do so. With that being said, let's get into the video and discuss numerous wilderness and survival tips that could save your life, covering essential food, fire, shelter, and water skills, as well as various other useful woodland skills that you should know. Let's start with something we're all familiar with: pine trees. Pine is a coniferous tree which can be found in a variety of locations all over the Northern Hemisphere. It's one of the most popular woods used in manufacturing and carpentry, commonly found in homes around the world in the form of flooring, windows, furniture, and so on. But let's talk about its remarkable uses in terms of bushcraft and survival. Cordage can be made from pine roots and makes a great alternative to artificial twine, string, or rope. Simply use a stick to reveal the long, thin roots just below the surface and pull one up. The trick now is to split the root into two by pulling the ends away from each other. If one side begins to taper off, then apply more pressure to the opposite side to balance it out. This pine root cordage can be used to make traps, to bind branches for shelter building, or for primitive cooking. For example, here you can see myself and Mike from TA Outdoors smoke a whole salmon by clamping it between a length of split hazel and secure.
I know, how many brothers you know making cordage out of pine trees? See, I'm a protector and a provider. I need you to understand. When a man like me come in your life, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You understand? Most men are not trained to do this. But men will front. No skills in the boxing ring. No boxing gloves, no training. But most men will front. Listen, a gun don't make you an effective or efficient protector. It is the training that makes you that. I know. I'm sorry. I know. A lot of brothers think just by default they are somehow the leader of their relationships. Now, let me say this. These clips that I'm playing are giving tips on how to survive, right, some type of disaster. Where's your internal kit that helps you survive you? See, most of you are surviving yourself. You're not thriving within yourself, which is 90% of why most people seek a relationship, thinking that that is a suitable and a effective way to escape the inner work that must be done. Most people are surviving themselves. Damn, surviving R. Kelly, you surviving you every day. I know people don't want to hear it tonight. Huh? There is an entire natural disaster going on in your spirit. And then you turn around and you hear brothers ding sisters for saying, well, they saying love ain't enough. And I can't take care of you like your mama. And I ain't your mama. If you want some home-cooked meals, if you want some loving, go talk to your mama. Well, guess what? Could it be, if you're the leader, I'm just calling the brothers out tonight. If you're the leader, bruh, could it be she's mirroring your toxicity? because you still surviving you? Do a documentary on how you surviving you. Instead of looking at Escape from Neverland, trying to get some dirt on Michael, huh? Instead of trying to look at R. Kelly, right? Man, I'm trying to stay alive, man. Instead of doing that, I'm fighting for my life. Instead of watching all the drama that's on YouTube, huh, brother? How are you surviving you? Because you're bringing that to the relationship every day. And your woman got to survive you just like you got to survive you. Let me read that. All that stemmed from this question. To what extent does the development and maintenance of a couple's inner strength and resilience impact their ability to effectively create and execute a natural disaster survival plan? If you ain't right internally, you think you're going to be able to execute that plan? I'm just asking. Okay, let's get some callers in here. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason, opening up the phone line. Let's get all over the country. Let's start with our famous and friendly brother, Sean, Oakland, California. Get in here.
Oh, brother, that's very kind. Here's what I'll say, man, is the fact that, too many people live in this thing, and I'm not sure, I don't have it figured out, but I've witnessed it a bazillion times, which is, I told you so, instead of, what did you do to plan and prepare for whatever it is that we're talking about here? Any kind of disaster, earthquakes in California, tornadoes in Colorado or across the Midwest, a crisis in your relationship, which I've had to deal with, and I know many others have had to deal with. Hey, let's stop with this, I want to be a prophet thing. Okay, you want to be a prophet and predict the world? Wonderful. Wonderful, but guess what? Anyone can predict when there's two choices, right? You might get lucky once in a while. Wonderful. It doesn't make you a prophet, but you didn't plan and prepare for that, did you? You just wanted to tell someone, I told you so. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you so. This is the thing that has always bothered me. Because when teamwork comes in, to play, and that's relationships, you want to make it work. You want to make this thing last. You want to have children together and bring them up the best you can, because there's no perfect way to do that.
Wait, Sean, don't leave me, brother, because I want you to expound. I want you to expound on teamwork when we come forward. Can you do that for me? Yes. When we come forward, we're going back to Oakland, California. My brother Sean is on complete lava mode. We're going to talk about teamwork. All right, y'all, we got $7 in the kitty. That I did a tailor-made topic for y'all. We 46 minutes in and only $7. Come on. Come on. What in the Sam hell is going on? And I want to hear from my chatty brothers tonight. Y'all got to speak up on it. Enlighten me. And can everybody hit the like button? Can everybody hit the like button? Can everybody hit the like button? Can I get everybody to hit the like button? People be bullshitting all the time. And like I said, sometimes I think there's this concept that I got to give a big amount. You really don't. But if it's 53 people in here. If everybody dropped $5, that's an impact. Do you know how often we fuck off $5 multiple times in a single day? Let's get a $5 run where everybody, oh, wait a minute. Garrett, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Garrett. But if everybody did a small amount, fewer people wouldn't have to do a larger amount in order to make an impact. Let's all do a small amount. Does that make sense? This shit lit tonight though. And that first hour is gone.
Crazy.
That first hour is gone.
I did not know this was.
He who thinks that that's a Snapple fact. True Measy. Man, I appreciate you, man. Just that quick, we're at $37. Between True Monger and Garrett. Let's all work together. Come on, let's get it rolling. That is crazy out there. If it's good. He who thinks, God damn, okay. Everybody doing the opposite. Okay, cool. I appreciate it. Thank you. He who thinks, always appreciate your contribution to this society, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Live in 10 seconds. Katina. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Katina. Katina is always in here. Thank you. Come on. Michael and Prince back to back. Come on, man. The greatest that ever did it, them two. Parties weren't meant to last. Hey, the voice of reason has returned. My playlist is my co-host. We are on fire tonight. We have an amazing topic. And it was inspired by one of our regular callers, Brother Heru Ali. Got to give him shots out. Ghetto Gourmet, JCS. I think I'm saying it right. My brother I told him yesterday I would do this topic. Danger, the relationship bug out bag. To what extent can the aftermath of our inwardly unhealed natural disasters exacerbate the impact of a real life pending natural disaster? Oh gosh. Oh, this is heavy, man. This is heavy stuff. Let's get Sean from Oakland back in here. Sean was making a point about the necessity of teamwork in a relationship.
Absolutely, brother. Here's the number one key, and this is, my opinion, but also there's a lot of old school, many years, backing it up, which is you do not have to agree with everything your other teammates or one teammate believes in to have a successful team. You don't have to have a perfect thing going on. What you have to have is each one of you respects each other. And that's what I was trying to say about when you're trying to say, I told you so, this is all going wrong, and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's, in sports mentality, that's a loser's mindset. What you want to do is say, look, I hear what you're saying. We got some issues to deal with. Let's make it better together. How do we improve what we're doing wrong right now and make it better? Because you're going to have to deal with a bunch of crap. So let's not try to be the prophet or the person that's always right all the time. Let's try to make this work together. It takes work. It takes thinking about things. It takes problem solving. Everyone out there, you can do it. You just have to put the effort in.
I love it. I love it. I love it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the voice of my brother, Sean from Oakland, California. Town business. Listen, this is how you survive your own wounds. Number one, seek professional help. I love throwing out the sisters that I bring on the show, starting with Dr. Jashana Johnson. You've got natural disasters brewing in your spirit. Call Jashana Johnson. Dr. Jashana Johnson. Call Dr. Pacoya Robinson. Right? Call Mayumi McKinley, right? LCSW. These are sisters. Call Dr. Sunshine. She's got a show here on KBLA Talk 1580, 8 a.m. Sunday mornings. You want to survive yourself? Do a documentary called Surviving Me. Surviving the natural disaster that is me. Seek professional help. Practice self-care. I don't use the word care, I use empathy. Practice self-empathy. Build a intelligent, flexible, grounded, and actively healing support system. Practice mindfulness. Set realistic goals. Practice gratitude. Be patient. These are things you can do to prep you to have the resilience in the face of a real natural disaster. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's just like the shrouded lighthouse. Something is happening on the inside and something is happening on the outside, and it must be dealt with, right? Now, I can give you all types of tips, right? The 5 elements of disaster preparedness are risk assessment, emergency planning. Well, let me go even deeper. Risk assessment, identifying potential hazards and assessing the likelihood and impact of disasters. Can that be applied to relationships too? The inner natural disaster? Absolutely. Risk assessment in relationship has a little bit, for the average people, has too much fear and ego in it when they're assessing the risk. Do you understand? They don't understand how, hey, when I walk into this relationship, I'm walking in to extrapolate data that breaks down how I show up, what I need to work on. No, most people have it inverted. We're walking into the relationship hoping somebody will assuage and coddle the wounds we have neglected via fulfilling our expectations. That just doesn't happen. I'm giving you a list, just like somebody that has a bug out bag. Hey, I got 2 bug out bags in my apartment building. What's a bug out bag? Well, it's a bag that has about 72 hours. Some bags have 96 hours worth of supplies in the event of a natural disaster. And we're cut off from power. We're cut off from resources. We're cut off from gas. We saw a lot of this happening during COVID, right? But what we also saw was relationship natural disasters happening during COVID. There was an uptick in domestic violence because the evil in you that you were able to leave the house and release it somewhere else was bottled up in that house with you. Huh? Huh? I know people don't want to hear it tonight. Huh? A natural disaster can bring you close for a little while. The studies have already been shown. Texas, University of Texas at Austin, they showed it. It's a natural sense of altruism. But your relationship does go back to normal after a year. They said about a year goes back to normal. Whatever y'all was dealing with comes back saying, okay, we're here to collect. Woo! Nazarene X, get in here. What are your thoughts?
Lord, what am I?
Am I wilding tonight?
As usual. It's so hot, man. The one thing that just jumped up, golly, that what you just gave is phenomenal. About that. But look, even just in the sense of like running training drills and such, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just even considering the internal dynamics. I remember this was like years ago, probably like a good 10 years ago now. I had some one-on-one personal protection training. So I was like, going through those motions with a particular brother out here in the Atlanta area. And you know how some people, even going to a gun range or something like that is a foreign language to them, where they don't necessarily do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When you actually in the thick of it and dealing with someone who's really going to turn things up a notch and really kind of put you in position to be even more effective. This brother had me doing drills to where he had the little bags and the like kicking gear type stuff, bags and the range looking. So instead of just sitting there firing at a standing target, right? I'm sorry, target that's not moving. I was tasked with getting hit, spinning around 3 times, laying down, taking hits or whatever the case is, and then having to load all with one hand and then fire at my target. You have no idea what it's like, especially if you haven't considered these type of things, when you go from like a stalemate type situation
Wait.
to stale target.
Wait, Nazarene, because you're breaking down some science and I want to hear it. Stay with me. When I come forward, I'm going back to Atlanta, Georgia. Me and Nazarene X is going to continue this conversation. But listen, if you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. I want to talk to you. It's a heavy topic. We need to talk about it. Time may erode gratitude. Wow. Heru, I don't know what the fuck you waiting on. This your topic. I don't know what you waiting on, but you gotta get in here, bruh. You? Every topic. We could be talking about mitochondrial DNA. We could be talking about the fine-tuned universe. And the universal constants that Einstein delivered unto us. And Heru will call in and say, none of that's gonna matter. Heru, this is your none of that's gonna matter topic, man.
None of that's gonna matter.
No, Heru come with fire.
None of that gonna matter.
Yeah, Heru at the bar drinking pina coladas right now. Bullshitting. Nah, I don't think Heru be bullshitting.
Yeah, I don't think you can bullshit.
Not trying to bias the callers or the chat. On my way. So calling now. That's my brother. I know he gonna call in.
Sounds like you invited me. Hey, baby. True. Look at that.
Hey, tell Andy to play Method Man Judgment Day. Tell him to play it next. If you can squeeze it in. But let me say, do I have a sound premise? Right? if whoever is in the foxhole with you during a battle, if them motherfuckers are a loose cannon, are they not somehow a liability?
Oh, that right. Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I was like, Kim, is this something wrong with that?
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed. Hit you with a bad life routine. How does he maintain his hump oxygen?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Come on, y'all. Let's keep that super chat popping.
Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses. Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
What?
William, reason and accountability. A voice of reason.
You know with 100% certainty when a disaster will strike. In all probability, at least one disaster will occur in your lifespan. That disaster can range from natural to man-made. Often, one disaster will lead to another. A cascading effect can occur that can lead to a prolonged grid-down situation. We hardly even stress anymore when the power goes out for a day, or the water company issues a boil order. But what if these instances were wider in scope, both geographically and impacting an entire population? If services are restored in the first 72 hours, it's just a lesson we can learn from and prepare better for it next time. Most won't, though. If it lasts for a week or more and no help is on the horizon, you will see chaos and lawlessness in the streets, stores looted, and crime and violence like you've never seen before. If it lasts for 2 or 3 months, you may never see normal civil society restored in your location. All along the way, you have to continually evaluate your 7 major preps. In this video, we're going to examine each of these preps, explain how they break down after SHTF, and how you can begin to align your prepping to compensate and overcome their loss. You cannot overlook any of these 7 fundamentals if you plan to survive, and you have to know not only how they will impact you, but how the masses around you will react. Download the Start Preparing Survival Guide to help you prepare for any disaster. I'll post a link in the description and comments section below, or visit cityprepping.com/get started for a free guide to help you get started on your journey of preparedness. Shelter. Having a stable shelter when the world around you is plunged into chaos dramatically increases your odds of survival. Just having a tarp over your head in the driving rain may mean the difference between living or dying from exposure to the elements. The stability and security of your shelter, whatever that is, will be a massive factor in whether you survive any disaster and its aftermath. Assuming you have some warning of the coming catastrophe or time to prepare for it, you will need to make sure that your perimeter is as secure as possible. You should have the means to lock yourself into your home or apartment for a minimum of at least 3 days. Some things you may associate with shelter, like food and water, are not part of what I mean by shelter. A shelter is twofold. First, it is a roof over your head and the walls you're huddled behind for safety. It's a structure you are in or you build, or you retreat to that protects you from the elements, people, and chaos outside. Maybe that's your fortress at a house. Perhaps it is a tarp structure you built under a bridge. Maybe it's a rock overhang or a cave you found in the wild. If the damage to people's homes is total, they will retreat to the structure of their vehicles. If their vehicles are of little use to escape or live out of because of their location, they'll find abandoned structures, occupied structures, overhangs, or set off for less populated areas. Structure, in this sense, is a physical barrier between you and the world. The second type of structure I'm referring to here is a hat on your head, gloves on your hands, sunscreen, insect repellent, even the mosquito net you wear around you. While this type of structure is more of a personal nature, specific solely to you, it is so a structure because it is a barrier between you and the hostile environment around you. Throughout your time in your structure, and especially...
I'm not going to play all of it. You can clearly see. Most people ain't prepped like that. You hear this man, hey, and you remember that cave you saw that you jogged past last week? You might have to go live in the cave for a little. What? Most people are not ready for what Mother Nature has in store. But let's go even deeper. If we're both in a foxhole, we at war. Listen, this is back to, of course, our guy, Sean. My biggest asset is my teammate. And if you look at it in terms of war, if my teammate who is in the foxhole, i.e. the shelter with me, is a loose cannon unto themselves, unto the relationship that we have, and even unto me, then how is that an asset now? If we're talking about a real natural disaster, right? See, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. We respond to the external more than we respond to the internal. Listen, if you're going to survive anything with your significant other, y'all got to do self-work. I don't care if it's a natural disaster on the outside. I don't care if it's I don't care if somebody's parent died. Because these are the type of internal psychological disasters that hit us. I don't care if you know, somebody's kids got taken, you know, family, somebody's an alcoholic, homeless somewhere. We get hit with these psychological natural disasters, which actually reveal who we are in the moment of adversity. And sometimes we think to ourselves, oh, better them than us, right? I feel bad for them, but I'm glad it wasn't us. I'm just saying we are grossly unprepared for anything that happens externally or internally. Let me get my brother back in here, man. Nazarene X, please wrap your thought because you was cooking. I want you to jump right back into where you were, brother.
Got you. I can just right to what you were just speaking to. Like that whole example of doing one thing, you know, you get used to a still target, right? No other factors in the mix. What I was speaking to is just how when you have those other additions to the circumstances added in, those more so real life pressures, like spinning around 3 times, having to drop down, take punches, get back up and only use one arm, all in one instance, and your target is moving. Not even to say like the task of then quote unquote hitting your target is that much more harder, but underneath it all is the why. Why would it be that much more harder? On top of that, your blood pressure, that affects your vision. Your heart is racing. You can't even see that straight. You just introduce a whole different set of circumstances that now you can't perform how you thought you might have been able to. So even in like a real life dealing with internal crises, that's what ends up happening. Just like you said, like a lot of times things going on in the outside world can affect us all at once. And then something that you thought was so-called easy or that wouldn't cause you to blow up out of nowhere because you internally you have all these other different stimulants going on. Now you react in a whole different manner. Now you might actually make things 10 times worse. So now you don't have to compose it inside. Like you never necessarily dealt with facing certain things head on before and gotten used to that. So now you find yourself in a position where it's completely brand new to you. So that's why.
But wait,
like,
you going way deep here, and you're inspiring me. Let me just say this, bro. Let me just listen. Have you guys seen Nazarene? Have you seen the video of what's my guy? There's 2 videos out there of Andre Berto talking about what it was like fighting Floyd Mayweather.
Nah, I haven't seen that one.
Oh man. Well, there's 2 videos. One is Conor McGregor talking about fighting Floyd. And what he kept saying. Now this applies to intimate relationships. And this is stuff that we should be cultivating. But what Conor said was, the guy was just so composed. He was like, you know, I'm not used to people being in the ring under duress and being so composed. Berto said it another way. He was like, he was just relaxed. He was just so relaxed. You got the clip? Play this clip real quick. I'm sorry, Nazarene. I gotta hear it now.
Him though. I mean, obviously,
he's just elusive, bro. He's just very, very elusive. You know, just like I said, just me being in there with him, I was just so surprised at his age, how, just alert he was, very alert. And he thinks, defensive first, while all of us would think offensive first. Okay, we gotta get it. He always thinks defensive first. He's always looking. And then he kind of puts you in a place of, because me being in there with him, I was in great shape, and I just throwing. But he puts you in a place where he's so defensive and elusive, and you steady punching, and you keep swinging, and you see him looking at you. So he kind of, it puts you in a place of, okay, if I keep swinging too much, I'm going to hang myself out there again. Because he's seeing all this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I say he's just very, very smart at dictating the pace too. Because like I said, when I was in there with him, he manages his time. He looks up at the clock like 4 times during the round. He'll move around, look at the clock, move around, look at the clock, grab you, tie you up, look at the clock. Bop, hit you 2 or 3 times, just enough to win the round and make his way up out of that round. And, sit down on the, and then, between every round, I can see him tell his daddy, he'll look. He's looking to see if you're breathing hard, see if you're getting tired, see if you're, he's very, I've never been in there with somebody that was so observant. Very observant of everything that's going on. So every time he kept looking, I knew if he kept looking to see if I was tired, so I'd jump up. I'd jump up in my stool and go straight at him every time. He's just, he'll stall and act like he's gonna punch. They're trying to stall you. Get back on that bicycle. Grab it. You'll hear him in here. You'll hear him in your ear. Take deep breaths. I'm like, dude.
Listen, you know what that is? That's what all of these psychs, all of these clinicians, that's mindfulness. Observant, at peace, relaxed, not overthinking, not judging, just in the flow state. That's a level of freedom. If you can't do that in the storm of you, if your inner storm doesn't have a quiet eye at the center of it, where you can dictate the outer rings of your inner storm, that storm is going to leak into your relationships, and it will be exacerbated when the real storm, not the real storm, but the external storm comes to knock on your door. Nazarene X, your thoughts?
I'm right there with you, just in full-fledged alignment with nature itself. That's what we are as beings. We are extensions of nature itself. So just like with the proverbial cyclone or hurricane, that is the I. When you internally space out or go within and such, you welcome in so-called dealing with life's ebbs and flows, different attacks, different maneuvers, this and that. But it's like when you have anchored yourself within that place of peace, again, I'm a being of peace, love, and a sound mind. That's internal clarity is one of your perfect allies there. Sometimes you got to go to that dark inner demon to go reclaim it, because it is yours. It's, again, like when you have authority, internal authority, then you have more of a natural place to flow with your partner, wherever there might be a moment of disconnect or a moment of turmoil.
I like that.
All of those things work together.
I like that.
Yeah,
because you going on and on now. I'm trying to get in here to. And me and this my nephew, man. This my nephew. He talk like we not at the cigar lounge, Nazarene. Okay. Hey, brother, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, Nazarene X, Atlanta, Georgia, man. Woo, Lord. That's good stuff, though. That's good stuff. Before I go forward, I gotta say this. That Floyd piece you played from Andre Berto, it's Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee said, When he contracts, I expand. And when there's an opportunity, I don't hit, it hit all by itself. Bruce Lee from Enter the Dragon. I don't hit, it hits all by itself. That described the Bruce Lee quote from Enter the Dragon 1973. The voice of reason is on fire tonight. We cutting up to end the week. Ooh. Good job, Naz. Naz, good job. Yo, we cooking tonight. How valuable is this show?
It's too.
This is a really good show. Nazarene X.
Nazarene, my jelly bean.
Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Look, we are $4 away from $100. Love, thanks for having me. This is great stuff, deep and profound as always. Hey man, that's it. That's what we do. You never know who this information is going to help. You never know. No super chat since He Who Thinks. Absolutely. That was like 20 minutes ago. And we thank He Who Thinks for dropping that jewel, man. We thank him. But like I said, let's keep it rolling. And we could do small increments, fam. We don't have to do nothing large.
Nazarene, my jelly bean.
Shit is fire tonight.
Them boys smart.
I knew I was going to act a fool soon as I was inspired yesterday. I said, I'm going to do that topic.
Ooh, you been on one.
I didn't go to sleep till like 4 or 5 this morning. I was up putting the topic together.
Really?
Absolutely. That's what I'll be doing. I was in my bed. I couldn't sleep. I fucked around and had 2 energy drinks yesterday. And I don't know why I did that. I guess the motherfucker was delicious or some shit.
They were?
The motherfuckers was delicious.
You had a bingo?
I fucked around and had I don't know what the fuck it was called, but it was delicious.
Woo, woo, woo.
And the motherfucker was up till 5 this morning doing this topic. No, this is your topic, brother. Honors to you. Everybody shout out my brother, Ghetto Gourmet, JCS, Haru Ali for the topic. I love it when y'all give me topics, man. Especially slappers like this. Yeah! You already know my playlist is my co-host. That's Method Man. You already know. Judgment Day. A lot of people scared of Judgment Day. Are you prepared? Tonight's topic, the relationship bug out bag. Do I even want to survive a natural disaster if you haven't dealt with the natural disaster in you? Brothers, man, so many brothers out there. I really am a Pied Piper for brothers because I believe God made brothers great. I believe we are the descendants of the first human beings on planet Earth. I believe that we have a magic to us, but I believe that the trials and tribulations and catastrophes and tragedies and wounds and poison that has happened to us in this society, I do believe it has affected our ability to tap into that. Listen, just because you're a man doesn't just give you authority over your woman. Now, you might quote a book. You might say the Bible said, and then the Quran said, and then, now, let me tell you, if you're broken and wounded, you're going to hurt that girl. You know how many people I hurt? Listen, I'm not here to be perfect. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all that got used to perfect liars, imbalanced people, like presenting a false image of, you know how many people are disappointed and sad and angry and mad at me? I'm trying to tell you, man, that's part of manhood. Cleansing your spirit, detoxing your spirit, healing your wounds. Do you understand? One of the key factors in surviving a natural disaster is effective communication. But what if you're avoidant anxious? Your attachment style is avoidant anxious and your communication style is avoidant. You not gonna talk, man? The ground just opened up. What? What about decision making? You think just because you're a man, you have better or faster or more effective decision making skills than your woman just by right of your gender? Come on, brothers. Come on. What about adaptability? You know how inflexible you are in your relationship? I know I'm inflexible. I've been called stubborn all the time. I'd be like, what? You ain't doing that. And one of the major things I hate hearing from my woman is, didn't I tell you that 4 months ago? Yes. Yes, you did bring this to my attention. I got a natural disaster in my spirit that needs to be dealt with. And I've been dealing with it on an ongoing basis. But I'm trying to tell you, man, it's sad when a real natural disaster is the perfect escape from the self-work that needs to be done. 1-800-920-1580. We got callers on the line. Let me just make this real quick. I gotta get D from Detroit, Michigan on, and then you already know the man who created the topic. Haru Ali is next. D from Detroit, get in here and talk to me.
Yes, I just want to tell a little story about Esau and Jacob, okay? Esau was entitled to the inheritance from his father. Jacob, on the other hand, they both were twins. He was the second born, so he wasn't entitled. But his mother, as a woman, used the power of persuasion, perpetual persuasion, because she, on these two deathbeds, on Esau's deathbed where he was sick, his brother gave him cords that healed him. Then his father was senile, so that was both being coherent and blind at the same time, so he couldn't tell his sons apart. When the mother persuaded Jacob to pretend he was Esau and to have his dad promise him the inheritance. So
in the Bible, it talks about health all through Proverbs 18, the persuasion of health and the talking of health. So even though if a person could tell you today, if you give me all your money, you will live tomorrow because you're going to have to die tomorrow. You're going to give up all your money, all your inheritance to live because you're afraid and you're sick and you're maybe, anything could happen. But a woman persuaded her child, and you never know. She could have been that first wife, that second wife, that third wife, or that fourth wife. And Esau knew how to go out in the wild and hunt with his father. And Jacob was more of a domesticated guy. So he knew the routine of a household. So the mother could have been looking at it like, what is she going to inherit? Besides her sons getting married off and living their life. So the woman persuaded with the mindset that she had and the tools that she had for these young men to end up having, Jacob, was promised, children of many stars and of like the sand on the beach. So he got the inheritance from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And just from the persuasion of a woman.
Wait, hold on, D. D, I want you to hold on tight. I want you to hold on tight as we move forward. And as we move forward, I'm going to come back to you after we have made a full circle. I want you to finish your sermon on Jacob and Esau. And we talked about their mother Rivka, but you know her as Rebecca. Yeah, when I come forward, Dee's got a lot to talk about, and we gonna get to it.
Yeah.
All right.
Girl off and running.
My spiritual inferno can burn through any disaster, and just like a real fire, it's not to be played with. Yeah. Right.
Put a bullshit.
Hold it up, shot. Hold it up, shot.
Who tries to just spell that? Nazarene.
Hold it up, shot. Hold it up, shot.
How do we?
Let there be interpretation. Y'all know what that means. In the book of Acts, you ain't supposed to speak no tongues unless there is an interpreter. What up, sir? So we have glass windows. And if you want to say hi to me, you can just walk to the window and kind of wave, and I'll see you because it's a window. What I don't like is you walk into the studio. The upper room. Heru is the main event. As soon as I get there, because I know Heru gonna cut up, and I'm gonna get out of his way.
I was at home packing my doomsday bag.
Now wait, Heru. Now there gonna be times where I interrupt you. It's not because I don't appreciate what you're saying. I might want to throw something out there to get you to expound on it.
That's beautiful, baby.
Hey, who was that? Somebody just sent $5 to the super chat.
Wiggly wiggly.
Who was that?
It was
WDMA Warrior. Hey, thank you, brother. That $5 got us to $101.99.
$101.99.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go, baby. Synchronicity.
Hermeneutics and exegesis. Yes. Apologetics as well.
This is you, right here.
What
King
is
of
it?
Swords.
I am.
The truth, the sword is up, baby. There
I
you go.
will
Talk
tear.
your shit
I
then.
will
Talk
fucking.
your shit then, baby.
Shing.
Talk
I
your
will.
shit then. I see you coming through.
I got
Yo,
lion
we all
on
over
sword.
here. Baby, right here, like, look the face, though. Look at the face.
Yeah, he's white, but that's me.
No, not the color of the face, the expression on the face.
He's like,
That's how
I
you
cut you.
That's how you look. He's white. You got my edges sweating.
Put in that whole armor. Oh, put on that whole armor. Got you.
You know what they meant.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. This coffee.
Is that what you're drinking, coffee? Okay, because you turned up right now. She done pulled out her tarot card. She in here. Listen, she'll have a whole conversation with the motherfucking cards. Oh, I see. That's what happened. You showed up, nigga. You wasn't even supposed to be here, but guess what? You back. I'll be like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, for real? So you gonna show up today? Where was your bitch ass yesterday when I need... Katina!
Let's go, baby. Katina, baby.
Thank you.
And she gave an extra 5 for someone who couldn't.
Yes, she did. 111 thoughts create your reality.
We
are definitely at 111.99. Thank you so much. We almost ready. We almost back.
Yeah. It's getting hot in her. So take off all your clothes. I cut you. I'm so proud of you. Get up, get up. Ghetto Gourmet, everybody said you could cook on this damn chat. They was like, no, he really, really cooked. Like, really, really cooked. Like, really, really. Had no idea, baby. Had no idea you be throwing down. You know, I'm a tourist. I don't play about my food, baby. I didn't know. I had no idea. Go on in.
You hear the motherfucking cards in the background? Is this radio show or Vegas?
About 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Aww.
Click after song.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Arabia!
That's so sweet. I love you.
Go ahead, dude.
Stay alive. Yeah. Stepping on the handstand.
personally think you should also have in your emergency kit. So the first thing that they recommend is having 1 gallon of water per person per day for 3 days. So if you have a family of 5, they want you to have at least 15 gallons of water stored away. And this water is going to be used not just for drinking, but also for sanitation and cooking. You know, maybe brushing your teeth, maybe cleaning yourself, washing your dishes, maybe cooking some pasta. And it's a pretty easy item to check off your list. I got these for about $1 a piece from my grocery store, and I have a bunch of these literally just sitting in a closet somewhere, just in case I ever need them. And this is really only going to be relevant for emergencies where you lose access to clean drinking water. So for example, let's say you're on public water and you have a bad earthquake and one of those water pipes on your street bursts. Now you don't have access to clean drinking water anymore. You had a really bad hurricane or flood, your drinking water could also become contaminated. If you're on a well and you have a pump for your well and you just simply lose power, guess what? That pump's not going to be pumping clean water to your home anymore. So in all these situations, having a reserve of clean drinking water is pretty important.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is on fire. I know you want to hear all the tips, but I just can't do it. I just can't do it. We got people on the line. They want to talk. They want to get into this topic. We're talking about 2 types of natural disasters. And I framed it up in hour 1. A lot of men, brothers that I've talked to, have like kicked this sentiment that they can't wait till the dollar crash or until the world burns, because maybe then our women will have more respect for us, or they will value our masculinity in somehow. And I'm saying, they don't value you because you don't value you. Brother, am I wrong for saying that? Because in my experience, when brothers embrace every aspect of themselves, light and dark, heal and wounded, they attract quality people into their lives. They don't have a longing or a yearning to be acknowledged, to be approved of, because it's all coming from the inside. Let me give you another sports example, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant didn't give 2 shakes of a fat rat's ass about what anybody had to say about him. He didn't care. He was so self-motivated and tapped in and dialed in that it really didn't matter what anybody had to say. And then he backed it up with hard work. He backed it up with adding the skills necessary to be an all-time great. You got men out there who are not backing up their internal self with skills. Let me, do you understand what I'm saying? Internal skills, the skills needed to conquer oneself. If you're putting that into you, you're not asking for your woman to put it into you. I'm gonna buy her a car. She's gonna love me more. I'm gonna bring the gun with us so she'll know she's safe. Do you get what I'm saying? You got men now saying it's all gotta fall so she can see who I really am again. Andy seems to have something to say before I go.
It just, thought just popped up in my head that I think one of the reasons as men why we struggle to love ourselves is because we've been taught that when we experience pain to push through.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Like, we never take the time to heal, and if we do want to take the time to heal, if we want to go to therapy, it's seen as something negative, like you're crazy, like something's wrong with you.
Right. You soft.
So it's like we're already at a deficit from that standpoint of the way we was raised.
Right.
We're supposed to take everything to the chin and just push through.
Right.
While we are hurting inside.
Yeah. That's how, Andy, I don't think you know how profound that is. She can't heal you. Only you can heal you. She can reflect the healing work you've done on self. This is why I'm saying you're a natural disaster. Who wants to survive an external one with you when you got an internal one plaguing you? Why do some brothers seem like they're waiting for the next natural disaster to hit in order to feel more like a man? The question suggests that some men may feel a need to experience a natural disaster in order to feel a sense of masculinity or manhood. This behavior may be driven by a variety of underlying reasons, including societal expectations. Men are often socialized to be strong, independent, and capable of handling difficult situations. This can create pressure to prove one's masculinity by demonstrating the ability to survive and thrive in challenging situations. I'm a man now, but you still got wounds and she's scared of you. Your woman got PTSD because you refuse to look at yourself. You refuse to fight you, but you'll fight her. 1-800-920-15. I'm just saying, there's a natural disaster in your spirit, brother. I know y'all not ready for this tonight. Men want the world to end so they can look better to women because there's a sense of purpose. That's my purpose, to save them. Some men may feel a sense of purpose or meaning in being able to help others, which is a good thing during a natural disaster. This can provide a sense of fulfillment and purpose that may be lacking in other areas of their lives. This is a good thing, but it ain't gonna last forever. You can't have a natural disaster every other week. Unless you're gonna become a storm chaser. Maybe some men do it or want this to happen because it's an adrenaline rush. Maybe some men desire control. Right? But you need to understand the greatest category hurricane or tornado or earthquake on the Richter scale is in your spirit. And if your relationship is constantly in mindfulness mode, in the presence of now, in the presence of non-judgmental communication, in the presence of empathy, in the presence of compassion, do you know that relationship will probably be able to weather any external storm? When I come forward, I'm going back to in Detroit, Michigan, and then, oh Lord, Heru Ali.
Oh, you should play.
They can hear you. The mic was hot. You should play. Yes. Text, type, write. She got 14 notebooks over here and be talking to me while I'm live on the radio. Oh, you should tell him to play.
Tell him to play the champ is here. The champ is here.
What is it called?
The champ is here.
See, I'm about to text him. What's the record?
The champ is here.
By who? Yeah, that ain't no regular song. Tell him to play The Champ is Here. Who sings it? Bubbles?
Who sings that, y'all? Is it The Champ is Here? Is it Jadakiss?
I don't know. Wait, let me see what I got next. Because I might not want. What do we have?
My song better than your song.
My
song better than your song. I said,
I guarantee you your song's not better than mine.
For Haru? I'm talking about for Haru.
Oh, for Haru?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the next song.
No, I just want that song for Haru.
Oh, for Haru?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get him that. The Champ is Here by who?
Jadakiss.
Jadakiss?
Yeah. Oh. Who sings that?
I don't know. So you don't know who it is?
I got it, but I can't think of it right now.
You about to have me text him.
Yeah, do Jadakiss one.
Wait, do the Jada? Is that the song?
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. What in the world?
It's so hot in her.
5 in a minute.
Hey, and that Mobb Deep, right? Perfect.
Because I'm sitting sideways. Sorry.
What is going on with Pretty Brown Man? Is Jadakiss sexy? He's a roughneck. What is happening? I don't. Mimi just be. She just be in the chat. I just. What in the world?
Is Jadakiss sexy?
What?
She's so silly.
We know what Mimi be focused on. Oh.
Yeah,
Mimi
yeah.
having a serious ass
Play a
conversation.
sexy man song.
Hey, y'all tell me what y'all think about the topic. Put whatever emoji you want in. Let me know. Woo! Come on, Mob D. My playlist. My playlist has been absolutely bonkers tonight. The voice of reason is on fire. We got D from Detroit. We want to bring her back in so she can make her final thought here. D took us to the Bible. D took us to Jesus. She took us everywhere. She took us to Esau and Jacob. And D, I want to get your final thought on tonight's topic.
My final thought is that Big Pharma does the same thing. They make sure that they got the healing properties, the knowledge and everything. And if you don't have the money, you're going to die.
Oh.
If you don't go by their rules, then you're going to go without, and most of it is ran by women.
What?
Because we are the ones that had the lower paying jobs. And we don't even have 90 years of pension in right now because we just got our rights in the 60s. So when we was working under the table, we had all this knowledge that was...
Make it quick, honey. We're getting close to the end. Yes, I'm listening.
So, you know, we, in the natural disaster, we the ones with the emergency care. We the ones with the AED, the automatic electrical defibrillator, that's going to get you right and sexually.
Oh, okay. Well, D, let me just say, I appreciate you for calling and sharing your perspective and insight. You brought Detroit, Michigan in the building. Let me bring my brother Heru Ali in, the inspiration. The inspiration for tonight's topic. Let's go, brother.
She brought it in. Listen, What we not gonna do? Exactly. And listen, first of all, I'm sorry, honest to you, to Andy, to Tyler Smiley, Olivia, the chat room, all that. Man, listen, we got a few minutes, so I gotta cut more than half of what I was going to discuss.
Make it quick. Let's go.
I appreciate you being the DA, and I am the defense attorney.
Yes, sir.
Being the devil's advocate. I appreciate your angle on how you approach this thing. Listen, y'all don't know the mastery of how Zoe approached this topic. He was not in the affirmative, and he went to the base, and he went deep. And I just listen. I saw you, King. I saw you. So let me say this. Listen. I absolutely saw that, and it was masterful. What we're not going to do is act like, because every time you said last night, you call it turning to peppers. Yep, because you've been doing the same thing. Guess what? I said in the chat, I wish that my eyes and my hands could forget what they've been experiencing of. Because all of this, all the spiritual stuff is absolutely needed, but guess what? When you're stuck in a house that's on fire, all that stuff goes out the door. Pause. I almost cut. All that stuff goes out the door. All of it goes out the door.
I don't know.
Oh, and it's not because it's not about catering to an egoic, testosterone toxic monkey who says, oh, I can't wait till it's natural disaster. No, because a true warrior who has experience has been trained by this evil government to do search and rescue, all that other stuff. We don't want no houses on fire. We don't want no houses on fire.
Listen, when your house is on fire, spirituality does not matter. Somebody make a t-shirt and a meme out of that. Keep going.
Listen, because obviously, and I know you haven't, and most of the listeners have never felt the heat of a fire on your body.
I felt, yeah.
That will make you so much so, jump from the 110th floor of the World Trade Center building.
Yeah.
Now that's some heat, and I gotta leave it there because we ain't got no more time. Honest King, could have went deep, but yes, I appreciate your angle. I saw you.
Yeah.
Peace and love to the family.
I saw you.
I saw you, and honest to you.
Heru Ali, ladies and gentlemen, the inspiration for tonight's topic. He called in and he threatened me. Y'all heard him, right? He said, I saw you, Zoe. I saw what you did. It was masterful. I said, no, just kidding. No, hey, I love tonight's show because, again, my whole point of doing it is saying, you got to be prepared both inwardly and outwardly, right? There's a lot of people in relationship today, right now, suffering with a partner they don't love, with a partner that doesn't love them, in a toxic situation. That is a relationship natural disaster. And the point that I made earlier about COVID, we saw the relationship struggles that happened when people were sequestered in their homes during those lockdowns. We saw that, right? That proved my point. Unhealed trauma can have a significant impact on the ability of preppers to survive and maintain intimate relationships during natural disasters. Here are some ways in which unhealed trauma can affect preppers. Spirituality don't matter. Boy, don't come in here with that disrespect. What we not gonna do. I'm sorry. Difficulty managing stress. Childhood trauma can make it difficult for preppers to manage stress during a disaster. They may experience intense anxiety, fear, or panic, which can impair their ability to make sound decisions and take appropriate actions. Trust issues. Childhood trauma can lead to trust issues, make it difficult for preppers to rely on their partner during a disaster. Difficulty communicating. Childhood trauma can make it difficult for preppers to communicate effectively with their partner during a disaster. Avoidance behaviors. Do I need to keep going? I got facts here. Avoidance behavior. Childhood trauma can lead to avoidance behavior such as withdrawing from social situations or avoiding difficult emotions. You need them to be dialed in. Ladies and gentlemen, I started the conversation. You finished the conversation. Don't make me do a part 2. Listen, when we come forward, my brother Danny Morrison, go keep the fire lit. I did my thing all week long. I will see you Monday with another set of hot lava topics. Deuces.
Boxing going on? Y'all got the Rocky going on?
It's Africa in here, bro. Shit was fire tonight.
Oh, so good. I love you.